Hello, welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good day. And today I want to talk about the difference between being a hypocrite and not being a hypocrite. Being a hypocrite is how your attitude is, really how you see it, how your perspective is toward that information. For example, if you tell somebody, don't say bad words, they're bad, they're curse words, they sound ugly, I don't want to hear you saying bad words. But then you just say bad words all day, every day, and you don't care who hears you say them. Yeah, that's hypocritical behavior right there for sure. But what's not being a hypocrite is when you tell somebody because you love them, hey, I know I say bad words occasionally, but even I don't like when I say bad words, and I usually only say them when I bump my toe or something like that, or if I get really mad and someone really provokes me to anger, then I might say a bad word here and there occasionally. But just because I have a problem with not saying bad words, that doesn't mean that I'm okay with you saying bad words. I still want you to work on you not saying bad words. That's not being a hypocrite. Being a hypocrite is you telling somebody, for example, don't say bad words, and then you're going and saying bad words all while you're acting like you don't say bad words whenever you're telling people to not say bad words because they're curse words and all this other stuff. Classic hypocritical behavior. So it's the attitude you have behind the information that you're speaking that will really set you apart from being a hypocrite and not being a hypocrite. It can be a little confusing because there's like a real fine line between being hypocritical and not being hypocritical. I think you just gotta know yourself. Like, you gotta know if you're being real or if you're being fake. You gotta really know yourself to know whether you're being a hypocrite or not, because people, they have a really messed up idea about what being a hypocrite is, and they will call you a hypocrite to your face or behind your back. And if you don't know if you're a hypocrite or not, then you might believe them and you might not even be a hypocrite. For example, let's say you have a child and you don't want them growing up having a bad mouth and using curse words every sentence, or even occasionally saying a bad word. You love them too much to be allowing them to say bad words. So if you say bad words, like when you get mad or when you bump your toe or something like that, and you just get so mad and you say a bad word, that's different than acting like you don't say bad words. It doesn't mean that you're a hypocrite just because you say a bad word and you don't want your loved one to be saying bad words. For example, you can tell them, I don't want you saying bad words. They sound ugly and they are ugly, and I don't want you saying that, because it's the attitude you have. It speaks death to people and to yourself. But also, it doesn't hurt to be working on yourself too, because our character is full of flaws and we always have room for improvement. But there's always going to be haters. So if you really don't know who you are and what you stand for and who you come from, and I guess where you're going to, then it might be a lot easier for you to let judgmental people influence you and make you think that you're something you're not, and to discourage you just because they want to be hating. And besides, you can't stop someone from loving whoever they want to love or doing whatever they love to do. For example, if they love teaching and reaching out, you're not going to stop someone from doing that just because you want to maybe be being judgmental toward them and calling them a hypocrite because they're sharing something about whatever it may be that they know is bad, but you know that they are also doing that bad thing. But it's more than just knowing what that person is doing. It's more about knowing who they are and really what they're about. So we have to dig a little deeper to find out more details about that person, because then we just become judgmental, and that's never good. So may we not be judgmental, and may we be solid in knowing who we are, and may we not be affected by judgmental people. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this has helped you, and I hope you have a good day.